Stampers, it's Kim Vogel with the Basement Bunch Stampers, and I'm here for another terrific Tuesday video. Today I'm going to share with you a quick and simple card that I created using the Humming Along bundle. This bundle is in our Occasions catalog, and you can buy the stamp set and the coordinating framelits together as a pair and save 10%. The cost is $42.25, and I love this stamp set for making some awesome, quick, simple, spring-themed cards. The designer series paper that I chose to use is a piece of the paper from the Floral Romance paper pack, and I had a bunch of this paper left over from other projects that I had been working on, and so I decided to use it up on cards using the Humming Along bundle. So let's go ahead and get started making this card, and I'll share with you the measurements. On this card, I actually chose to use Stampin' Up's shimmery white cardstock. I'm not sure if you can see, it's got some little sparkle in there, but this is the shimmery white, and I wanted to have just a little bit of a different kind of look to it. Love that. So I used the Stampin' Up shimmery white cardstock. This is cut 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to fold it in half, and this becomes our card base for today's card. And then I have a piece of the Mossy Meadow cardstock. This Mossy Meadow cardstock is cut 5.25 by 4. And then I have the designer series paper from that Floral Romance pack, cut 5 by 3 3/4. And I'm just going to simply adhere these two together with some snail adhesive. Now, if you have not joined my mailing list yet, I encourage you to go over to kimsbasementbunch.com, and at the very top right-hand corner is a join my mailing list. I give out free tutorials every Friday, and I'd love for you to get those free tutorials. And then I also have a Facebook group and a Facebook page that I encourage you to go and find on Facebook and ask to join my group and like the page. I do Facebook Lives on my page every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I encourage you to go out there and join my groups. I also have lots of giveaways, ordering promotions, all that good stuff. I then used some of the Pear Pizzazz ribbon. This is the shimmer ribbon that's in our our annual catalog. And I'm just going to adhere some ribbon around the card. And I'm using my normal cheating method where I cut a piece of ribbon big enough to go around the card. And I'm just going to glue dot that around. Oops, I guess I didn't get a glue dot on that one. Okay, now we do. And I'm just going to adhere this around my card like this. And then what I do is I cut another little piece of my ribbon. So I'm going to cut another little piece, and I cut it at an angle. And I'm just going to go underneath of this, and I am going to tie this on. And it looks like it's a perfect bow that went all the way around the card. And it's really a little cheating method. And then I'm just going to trim these off here at an angle. So there's my awesome little ribbon. And I'm now able to adhere this mat down to my card base, that piece of that shimmery white cardstock, like so. And then I used our framelits, the framelits from the Humming Along bundle, and it cuts out this amazing shape that looks like this. Let me bring it in. Isn't that beautiful? So let me show you the hummingbird framelits a little bit closer so you can see some of these pieces. You get the one that actually will cut out the hummingbird perfectly, and so I've done that in advance using the shimmer white cardstock as well. I have stamped a hummingbird using Mossy Meadow ink, and I am going to cut that out with that. And then you also have in here this awesome little background one, and you have one that will cut out the floral image. So there's the floral image as well. And then you have a couple that cut out these leaves here too. So it's a really good value. And then we are going to stamp the sentiment onto this one right here and adhere it to the card with some Stampin' Dimensionals. So let me bring in my Mossy Meadow ink. And we are going to stamp I'm going to actually make this one a thank you card. So let me peel off that. So I'm going to adhere my thank you to this. I'm just going to stamp the sentiment onto this little piece, like so. And then using dimensionals, we are going to adhere it to the card. Couple of dimensionals on those two ends right there. And we'll just adhere it down here. Could have put that ribbon up a little bit further, but oh well, it'll still work. Like that. And then using a sponge, what I did on my sample is I actually sponged the edges of this with the Mossy Meadow ink. Now this one I'm not going to do that with because I want to kind of show you the different variation you can get between inking the ink distress and the non-distressed. So I'm just going to adhere this one as well with a couple of dimensionals onto my card. And then I topped it off with some rhinestones. Let me bring these two in, kind of show you the difference that you get between the whole inking and the non-inking. So it's totally up to you, kind of in your personal preference as to what you think you would like when making these cards. But I love that you can use this hummingbird set for pretty much anything. It's very versatile, and you know, it's great for this time of the year with the flowers and everybody getting ready for this awesome spring weather. So thank you all so very much for stopping today. Now I do have a description, or the list in the description of my video to purchase all these products for you to be able to make these cards for yourself. And again, I look forward to seeing you guys over on Facebook, and make sure you join my mailing list. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys all back here next Tuesday. Bye.